I went online to become a private detective. It was a private detective school online, and I paid online. I never heard from them again. I thought to myself, I either got ripped off, or this is my first case. This is a journalistic podcast, Shannon. We vaccinate our listeners with answers. And I'm going to keep lip-syncing the important questions until TikTok gives me a show. Shannon, how can the moon landing be real if the moon itself is fake?
It's not true, Mike.
Oh, isn't it true, Shannon? You're fake. You're a hologram.
1 in 5 New Yorkers are food insecure. What's your solution for that, Mike?
Fortune cookie. Because that's food and advice at the same time. Shannon, at least have the decency to backstab me, okay? You stab me in the front every time. Some fans can't watch the podcast because they're triggered by our sexuality. And message to those fans, we will leak a sex tape right into your mouth.
This is Mike Vecchione Investigates.
And you're not better than me. Welcome to another episode of Mike Vecchione Investigates. Always remember, you're not better than me. It's a very special episode, guys. This is one of the most underrated podcasts on the World Wide Web. And I have that on good authority because it's in the comments now. People are blown away by this podcast. So thank you for watching the world's most underrated podcast. And I'm coming in here ready to go at the investigation with a fresh haircut. I'm fresh haircut. I was in Tempe, Arizona all weekend at the Tempe Improv. Shout out to Alex and all the staff at the Tempe Improv. It was amazing. Totes amazing. But the temperature there, 115 every day, each day hotter than the next. It was so hot that you could not go outside. I have cousins there, and I wanted them. We had dinner. They came to the show, and the next day, I was staying in a hotel that had a rooftop pool, and I said, come over for a swim the next day. And then I called them in the morning when it was 100, and I said, it's too hot to go to the pool. I don't know if you've ever heard of such a thing. Too hot to go to the pool. But Tempe has, and apparently they're not doing anything about it because they're all suffering from heat stroke there, which is crazy. Let's get to our guest. I have to get to her.
Oh, my God.
Okay?
Oh my
because
God.
she's here, and she's piping hot and ready to go. Keren Margolis is here, everybody.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, we've known each other for a long time.
Forever.
The last few people I've had on, I've never met before.
Really?
Yeah.
Who got them? Shannon? Shannon cold called? No.
Mm-mm.
No, they're Mike's suggestions.
My suggestions, and they
Oh.
came in, and they're young, fresh faces of the New York comedy scene.
Fascinating.
So I interview them, find out where they're from. But we know each other
For real?
years now.
Yep.
And we met at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Yep.
And you were hostessing,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yes. And so how did you get that job?
I was at NYU.
Mm-hmm.
And I was...
Smart.
I mean...
You were smart at NY, and it's a humble brag.
No, we'll listen to the rest of the story. So...
My fans never went to college, many of them.
Okay, so not to flex on your fans,
Yeah.
but I went to NYU and I wanted to be a lawyer. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer.
I object. Oh my God, they're coming hard and fast, which is the way our fans like it from what I hear.
Hey.
Oh.
Wow, this is an always on podcast.
Yeah, no. Tell your story. We also speak our truths.
We do.
here.
Also, I think you know the stories. I was at NYU and I was like going to go be a lawyer, whatever, which is like not it. I discovered they have this program where they'll at NYU Law where they'll match you up with like a student at NYU to talk about your experience.
Okay.
And they all told me to run.
Did they really?
Yeah, they were like, girl, don't. They were like, it's interesting or whatever. They're like, it's so expensive. You might not get a job and this sucks.
Wow.
Yeah. One lady was like, I'm just doing this because I have a 2-year-old daughter and I need to support a family. But if you don't need to do that, you don't want to be a lawyer.
Oh, you know what I would have said if I was the person that you were shadowing?
What?
I would have been like, ask me how it is being a lawyer.
How is it being a lawyer?
I declined to answer on grounds that I might incriminate myself.
I would have.
Yes.
My application would have been in 2 seconds. I would have been so turned on by that.
Are you saying that lawyers are, it's a terrible job?
I'm saying that lawyers think it's a terrible job.
A lawyer on lawyer would say it's a terrible, but at least you got in. You had the
That's what they
brain,
told me.
you had the IQ, and I'm gonna.
I did not get into NYU law.
I'm gonna suck you off a little bit here.
Please.
You had the IQ to get in. Me, I didn't get in because my LSATs were too low, and I had to go to a summer program to see if I could get in, and I didn't get into that. It's called Double Up the Failure.
You are
And now I have
no.
a podcast about investigations.
But you have succeeded because
Yeah.
I took 2 LSAT classes and quit halfway through, both
Right.
of them. I never applied to law. I never got into NYU law.
Right.
So I want to make that very clear. I
Okay.
was never a lawyer and I never got into some hot shit lawyer school. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but anyway, I was like, oh, I have to figure my stuff out because, I was like, what do I do now? I was a philosophy major. So like, fuck me, right?
That's the old joke where it's like, I worked at that's somebody's joke from the 80s where I worked at a philosophy company. We didn't know we didn't know what we made, but we knew why. That's a pretty good one. That's somebody's joke. I can't remember the comic right now, but it's not mine. So, rest your fingers on the comments.
Tag yourself if it's yours.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was like, so I didn't know what to do with myself, and I was not on a career path at all. I was like on a path to uselessness, and which I stayed on, by the way, proudly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, hell yeah.
A useless path?
A useless path, and so I needed to pay rent, right? Because I was taking out student loans and stuff, and
Now, where are you originally from?
Philly suburbs.
Philly suburbs. So
Yep.
your parents are there now?
They are there now.
Okay, so you moved out here to go to NYU?
Yep,
Okay, so you were a philosophy major at NYU.
I was.
You left the Philly suburbs.
I did.
And which suburb was it? I used to live there.
It's called Elkins Park.
Elkins Park. That's like northeast,
Yes.
northwest or something. right?
Northeast.
Northeast. Elkins Park, because I taught in the northeast.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where'd you teach?
Woodrow Wilson Middle School.
Okay.
Yeah, on
Sounds
Cottman
vaguely
Avenue.
Oh my God. Okay, we were neighbors.
Representing. I didn't know you were from the suburbs of Philly.
But yeah, I'm from the suburbs of Philly.
Okay, so where did you go to high school?
Cheltenham High School.
Cheltenham.
Are you
I know
serious?
Cheltenham.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because when I was teaching at Northeast, one of the women that I taught with, her son was the head coach at Cheltenham High School. So I went and just worked out with his kids.
No shit. When
Yeah.
was this?
It was probably 99.
Oh, way before my time.
Yeah, okay. You were in elementary school?
I
then?
was barely being born.
Mm.
No, I'm kidding. I was definitely born, but I was before my high school time.
Were you a sexy baby?
No.
Okay.
Honey, no.
No.
I wasn't I was so ugly for my whole
You
childhood.
were an ugly child?
Yeah, I was. I was really homely. I was.
What did you do? There was no Instagram back then,
Thank God.
and you didn't.
Can you
couldn't-
imagine?
You couldn't tweet. How could you express yourself?
I don't tweet now. Fucking cesspool. I'm going to go on X now and tell everybody what I think.
X is the new Twitter.
Whatever. Oh my God. Big eye roll from me.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I thought X was a drug that kids did at the club where they drank water rubbed up on each other.
It's a drug that adults also do and rub up on each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere. I'm sorry for those of you at home who were befuddled by what we're talking about. It's the nightlife that we're getting into.
Yeah, it's called
okay?
being cool.
It's called being cool.
You might want to try it.
Yeah. Okay. Feel free to slam them. They deserve it.
Listen, I don't even know these people.
Yeah.
They're going to slam me.
You
that's
know
for sure.
them.
Do I?
You do know them.
But so it's like you met one, you met them all kind of situation?
Yeah, they're the low-income whites of our society. They're at home.
Well, guess
And
what? I've managed to piss off every low-income white in the nation.
The low-income whites are a force to be reckoned with.
Also, the regular income whites, I think. Like, everyone
Yes.
kind of, regardless of income, is mad at me right now.
Why? Explain.
But, okay, this is a way more interesting story than the law school story. Long story short, I took a semester off. I needed to find a job so I could pay rent, which I'd never done before in my life because I was a spoiled little cunt. Sorry, can I say stuff?
That's okay.
And the only place that would hire me with no experience was the Comedy Cellar because I'm Israeli and
Yes.
a knot who hired me is Israeli. And she's like, welcome aboard. We'll give you
Wow.
a shot. And that was that.
Wow.
And that's how I met you and everybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So being Israeli really paid off for you.
It kind of has.
Is Israeli kind of like being a lawyer?
Yeah.
Is
It's-
it this? Is it
it's
similar? There's a lot of
exactly
Israeli.
the
You can
same.
be, if in Judaism.
Yep.
Do you have to go to law school in order to get whatever your thing is.
So they
bat mitzvah.
So they call it Hebrew school, but what it is a formal law school education.
Of the Torah.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's a law school of the Torah?
Well, no. What they teach you is like how to play the game. Like when you go to Hebrew school, it's because your parents are too lazy to sit you down and teach you Hebrew and the prayers and just all the stuff you have to know to be a practicing Jew or just even get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you don't go out like, so that's what that was. But yeah, it's like very legally. They're very like, here's a text, ask away.
Was education emphasized in your home?
Yeah, hugely. My parents were both professors, and yeah, it was like not an option. It was it was a mandatory non-option to go to college. Yeah.
You said not.
I'm
and then
so
you said
confused.
Mandatory.
But do you see how I'm not a lawyer?
No, but I see how. Look, I see that. I'm looking at the positive. This is a positive. We spend it positive on this, but we take our adversities and we spend them into victories.
Okay, let's do it. I need that.
So you said not twice, not again, and then you said mandatory. You corrected yourself. You refused to give up on the point.
Yeah.
I think you just became a lawyer.
You're the
right now.
Best. You rule.
I think you just became a lawyer in everybody's eyes, and the low-income whites who watch this show.
I love you, low-income whites. Can we be friends? They're really mad at me right now.
Why?
Okay, so
go into it.
Okay, so here's it. Okay, all right. I made this TikTok.
Okay. You had me at TikTok.
I know, right? Okay, so that was mistake number one. Okay.
But if you were on Twitter doing law tweets.
No.
Okay.
Can't.
X. I'm
gonna vomit.
All right.
I can't with that. I've never tweeted. I've never successfully tweeted in my life. I feel like I don't get it.
But what do you do with your thoughts? Vape them away?
No, I'll tell you.
What?
So I get people. I upset people.
How are you upsetting people?
I know.
I think that you're the kindest person.
Thank you.
You're a very kind, loving person.
I do my best to help people. Anyway, I made this TikTok that was like, it was just like, first of all, it was a joke. And honestly, someone left a comment on my Instagram. This is really a TikTok phenomenon, but they have found me on Instagram to be mean to me. And because I don't engage on TikTok, but I do on Instagram. And someone goes on my video, they go, she really thought she ate with this one, which is Gen Z slang for like she thinks she's cool. Mm-hmm. And I did think I ate. I thought I was doing something funny. So I'm walking down the stairs. I had been out all day. I'm walking around. I'm noticing people like, it's so funny in New York. And you see people with like these giant backpacks and like a suit.
Right.
You know, where I'm just like, what? Like, that looks silly, you know? Like, you didn't want to get, I don't know, like a bag that matches a suit or whatever. So it looks goofy.
Right. Either go camping or go be a CEO. You can't do both.
No, you literally cannot. It looks crazy.
You're trying to live like you're flying too close to the sun.
Flying too close to the sun, you're going to get burnt and melt. Yeah. So
and I was just in Arizona, so I know.
So you get it. And that insulation on your back, it's like, it's too much. What are you going to just sweat right through it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I made this TikTok and I was like, and it was a joke, but it was like, imagine a sassy gay guy saying it and you won't get mad. Okay?
Can we bring it up? Is it possible to play it?
Are
you going to get more hate for it? Because we would like to protect you.
Honey, this has been going on for months and every once in a while. But I had like under 1,000 followers on TikTok at the time. Mm-hmm. I still don't have a lot, but so I was like, nobody's ever gonna see this. Let me just like express myself, try this new platform, whatever. You know, a millennial learning TikTok.
Right.
So I made this stupid joke.
Can you tell me which one?
It's called Adults Who Wear Backpacks, and the one that has 1.5 million views.
My eyes just okay.
Yeah, it's that one. Oh my god. Okay, wait, but you have to because I started by saying no shade. Everybody felt shaded.
Hold on, I just gotta put the volume on.
That's Gen Z speak. I'm not
wearing
trying
a
to offend.
backpack, you're not doing good. Like, I'm sure you're hustling. I'm sure you're on your grind. But you're not, like, crushing it. Nobody sees an adult with all their belongings strapped to their body and goes, yeah, that's a sign of extreme wealth. This is no shade.
And that's it. That was 1.5 million views.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's not all at once. It's been going like people will stitch it and it'll blow up and stitch it and it'll blow up. So it's going, somebody stitched it and it got 8 million views.
But do you ever think that maybe this is a sign that you shouldn't be the sweet, genuine person that I know you are, and that
What do
you
you mean?
need to start talking down to some of these fans like I do.
So that's what people are saying. People are like, lean in, be a bitch. I'm like,
you
I'm
need
not
to
a bitch
lean
though.
into it.
So they was.
Be
so
a boss bitch.
Be a boss bitch. Get it together. So then all my other videos, which by the way, I still have no following on TikTok, but the ratio of, so they've tens of thousands of people have watched all my other videos just to leave comments about how much I suck.
Right.
Which is hilarious. And here's it for the record. I could have just.
Probably all poor people.
They sound it. But
Right.
I mean.
Probably have all of their stuff in there.
It's not the backpack. Well, I want to say this. It's not the backpack that makes you look poor. It's the commenting on the backpack video that makes you look poor and weird. People are like, you're not doing well. I'm like, but you just found me.
Can I do a TikTok to piggyback off your TikTok?
I would
'Cause
love that.
I want the views and I want to support you also.
You should
But I
stitch
also
it.
want to support the views. Put all your stuff in your backpack if you're poor,
Yep.
and put it on your back with your cheap suit and hike up a volcano and jump in. Okay? Thank you.
Get your struggle pack on, your
Oh,
stupid
my
body.
God.
Hike up a mountain and
Yeah, you didn't body shame them,
I didn't
right?
do.
I mean, that would have added insult to injury.
It's not political. It's
Yeah.
not racial.
Nope.
It's nothing.
Nope.
Someone just.
It's classist.
That's what people said. They
And
said it's
you
classist.
are you a Karen with an E?
Yes, I am.
And a Karen.
I have gotten.
It's a double meaning because they're calling you a Karen, but your name is actually Karen, but it's spelled differently.
You're so right.
And smart people would get that, but not the dum-dums who have backpacks and suits on.
No, literally everyone who wears a backpack calls me out. You're a Karen. I go, all right, well done, good job. I've been getting Karen'd constantly.
I've been getting Katie'd a lot. That's the girl I love. Actually,
I love her too. Shout out to Katie.
me too. Hashtag me too.
Hashtag us.
Hashtag us.
This smoke break is brought to you by YoDelta.com, the official Getting High sponsor of the Gas Digital Network.
So I made this TikTok and everybody freaked out over it. I mean, like freaked out,
Freaked
Mike.
out. Like you can't even go to Washington Square Park where you almost went to law school.
Right, almost went to law because it's full of Gen Z kids that are so offended.
Yeah.
So I'll read.
But they'll never approach you or make eye contact with
Not
you. 'Cause
even
that's
remotely.
the equivalent of a war to them.
They said I'm classist. They said I'm ableist.
Ableist?
Because listen to Gen Z. Oh, these sweet little
Ableist,
lambs. I'm like, has nothing bad ever happened to you in your entire life that you're this mad?
Sweet little lamb chops.
My sweet lamb chops. They go, you're ableist because some people use a wheelchair and they can't carry possessions in their arms. They have to use a backpack.
Did you go after the wheelchair community?
I should have.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that would have blown up?
Lazy.
Let's go for 2 million views next time.
If you're in a wheelchair and you can't walk, that's one thing. But if you're in a wheelchair and you can walk and you're milking it, what about going after those people?
I think that those people are deranged and need help. Psychiatric help, probably not a TikTok.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, whatever.
Isn't TikTok like a live functioning mental hospital? Because we don't have mental hospitals
Functioning
anymore.
is such a strong word, though.
Yeah.
It's not functioning.
A
It is
living,
live.
breathing, streaming mental hospital.
A screaming, throbbing,
Streaming.
streaming. You didn't say screaming.
I didn't say screaming. I said streaming
Okay,
because
but-
it's a live stream.
No, it is though, and they got so mad, and then people will stitch it, and then I can tell when the
Explain
videos.
stitch it to those of the people who are
who are normal.
yeah.
It's a stitch is when it's a function on TikTok where if you see a video, you can react to it and include the video in it. So you click stitch and then pick the part of the video that plays, and then it stops, and then you react to it, and that's your video.
Oh my god!
And it like links to the original video.
I would like to do that.
So there's dozens of these, by the way.
I think that's what this whole podcast should be.
I agree.
Just reacting to videos. We should never have a guest again.
That's
Shannon.
what my podcast. I started a podcast reacting to videos, and
my
we
God.
did a podcast about these videos. So people are like, "Is Karen okay?" Because I mean, people are leaving mean comments by the thousands.
And you're reading all of them.
No.
Okay.
So that's why I'm okay.
I would be reading every single one of them.
No,
And
I
just
don't.
Taking my vitriol
No. See, if anybody wants to
and
know if
doing
I'm
it on
okay,
another platform.
I am. Well, there you go. So you nailed it. I am completely okay. I do not read TikTok comments and I don't watch stitches, so
Yeah.
it doesn't affect me.
Right.
I'm uncancelable. No one gives a fuck who I am.
Yeah.
I don't have a job I can be fired from. You cannot find me in real life. Please don't. And And yeah, so I just don't engage. I don't engage on TikTok at all. I'll just like drop a TikTok and leave the app alone. I never deal with it. So yeah, I can't reach out through the phone and grab you. Like if you don't read it, people think online is real life. It's not real. It cannot reach you if you don't read it. But what I do is I read Instagram comments because to me, that's fair game.
That's real.
Well, because TikTok, I kind of get it, right? The algorithm pushes stuff out to strangers, like millions of strangers.
Right.
So I get it. You saw a thing, you had a reaction, you just felt the need to comment on a stranger's video for some reason. It's completely unhinged, but all right, that's your life. But on Instagram, you probably tried to engage with me on TikTok. I didn't read it and ignored it. And so you came to my page. You found me. The algorithm didn't do it. You did it.
Yeah.
You found my page and you left shitty comments. So I'm like...
You disguised as the algorithm? Deep cover? Is this a movie?
Should it not be? How
Somebody
crazy.
disguised themselves in order...
as an AI.
As an algorithm.
Okay.
To comment on your... Instagram page.
They're not in disguise. They're real.
Oh my God, they're real people?
Yeah. See, sometimes, so they'll say, but it's all the same thing. Like, I'm honestly, on the Instagram, they're like, you fucking suck. You're a loser. I go, but you just found me on my page.
Yes.
I don't know who you are, but you know who I am.
Right.
So I feel successful when you say mean things. You found me where I live online.
Do you send them a meditation app so that maybe they can let some of it go?
No.
That would be great.
You should do
so you should
funny.
This
Mike.
is please don't steal this from me.
A backpack meditation. Can I steal it though? Can I have this?
No,
idea?
you can steal that.
Okay.
But not this next one.
Okay.
Okay, this is my idea, and Shannon, just sit tight with a pen because I'm about
to spin. Look at this pro.
I'm about to spin gold right into the Gas Digital Network studios.
We're listening.
You make people furious with your TikToks and your elitist comments.
Consider it done.
Your almost law school comments. And people get furious, and then they reach out to you to call you all kinds of names, which I don't even know what they could possibly call you.
You do know. Karen, loser, unfunny, take comedian out of your bio, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you do know.
And
Think of something new, guys. I'm dying for you to be funny.
Look at them and tell them.
They're going to say this out. I just walked into that. They're going to be, we're dying for you to be funny. Yeah, if you leave a comment, can you make it good? I'm so bored with all the you're not funny comments. You're a Karen. Da, 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 da. Here's the ones that I love. The best comments, they're like, this girl, just wait till she graduates college and gets into the real world. And then she'll find out what backpacks are all about. And I'm like, you guys think I'm young? You guys think I'm still at NYU?
Compliment.
You cannot hurt my feelings by telling me that I'm too young to know anything.
They threw sun at you.
And I caught it.
Yes.
They threw
And that's a comment that I made, a Gen Xer.
Hell yeah.
And I said that. I said they threw sun, and that's the opposite of shade.
Look at Gen X stepping up.
God, I stepped up.
God, you stepped up.
Okay, so you do TikToks.
So it was, yeah.
You do TikToks that are offensive to people.
Not on purpose, but apparently everything I've ever said
you have to lean into it
has been offensive.
Because you are a Karen with an E.
Guilty.
And you are leaning into it. And you do that. You do these, and that's your charm, though. You're doing these innocent. You're not that innocent, to quote Brittany.
You know what I've been up to.
But you're
over 15 years.
You're acting innocent, but then you lean into this with this nasty meanness, right? And then people get furious, and then you get off TikTok and you get on your Insta where you're at home. That's like your home base.
It's my
and then
home
they
base.
come and they're attacking you on Instagram
every day.
And then you write. And I'll co-produce it with you if you want.
Please, yes, I want.
A 5-minute meditation, and every time they say something mean to you, we send them the meditation, and it charges them, and then we take it to the bank.
I'm so
We're
sorry,
rich.
but this is so smart.
It's unbelievable how we spun this into gold, and
Mikey,
we're so smug about it too.
Look at
we dare you to comment.
Today, I wore a bag that goes over my shoulder. That's it. That's all.
Okay, and I'm older than her, and I have bladder issues, so I wore a colostomy bag that goes over my shoulder.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what? It's not. It's not a colostomy bag that you carry with 2 straps over your shoulders like a fucking kindergartner.
Yeah. too strapped
Did you just get out of detention? What happened?
Oh my God.
Oh, they're so mad.
We're going to go after them.
A teacher stitched in. They are like, I guess she has a big following. These people are so random. But
Yeah.
like, you know, people are
Randos.
so niche famous online. Like
Yeah.
99.99999% of the human population does not know or care about this.
Yeah.
But a small segment of the population really knows
Yes.
and cares a lot.
And they freak out.
And they're freaking the fuck out right now.
And you managed to miss every like landmine. It's not racial. It's not sexual. It's not LGBTQ.
Not at all.
It's not anything.
Is that
And
not
even as
fascinating?
a short king, I
that short.
don't get offended by that.
It's not about
tell
shortness.
Shannon that. It's not about shortness, Shannon.
Shannon, he's not that short.
God, I just want to clap back at Shannon
He's,
now
like,
because you
average
got me all
short.
gassed up. You're gaslighting.
Mike,
You're gaslighting me.
swear to God, I want to make a backpack meditation.
No, but it should be a meditation for comments that you've made them angry and now they're vicious and then
Wait, can we flesh this out? So what's your vision?
Flesh it out?
Yeah, so you mean like take comments and read them in a soothing voice, like ASMR mean comments?
No, we don't do specific. That's too much work to do them too specific comments.
Really? No,
Yeah.
there's tens of thousands of them. It's not work. They're right there.
Right, but we would have to come up with like we need like a couple of like just soothing meditations for their anger, you know, towards, you know, what I guess it's one topic. It's the one topic, so we could do a backpack meditation.
This is why
It's okay.
that Mike, you're a fucking genius. First of
Yeah.
all, I think we should do that.
We should do it.
And post it to TikTok because that is so
and
goddamn funny.
then if you leave a comment, is there a way where it's like if they leave a comment that it charges?
I'm literally gonna write to TikTok right now and be like, how do you charge people for commenting? Because I will be rich.
Yes.
I will
Rich. You'd be rich. I mean, and then you would send the meditation, and the meditation would be an automatic send. As soon as they comment, it's an automatic send.
Great.
Yeah.
If I had half a brain in my head, I would have, first of all, probably been a lawyer, but also would have figured out how to monetize this by now.
Monetize it.
Yeah.
We need to learn to monetize stuff. I
Honey,
do too.
fucked if I know how any of this works.
But you still like law school. I don't think you would have liked it. You're too much of a free spirit for a law school. That's your parents talking. That's your parents. Because I had parents like that too, and they just their barometer for success was doctor or lawyer.
Same.
And that's before this tech boom and all this other stuff that we've never heard of. And these guys are making more money than doctors and lawyers put together. So it's like it's just your parents wanting you to be successful and wanting you to
which
be.
is so sweet.
It's very sweet.
I mean,
but that's not the point that. A doctor and a lawyer are not necessary. I mean, it's the job for some people, but I don't think it's the job for creatives like us.
I don't.
Our job is to find people with backpacks who have cheap suits on and to run them into the ground.
But
and
you
make
heard what
them
I
feel
said, right?
Like dirt because they are.
I said
No, not throwing shade is how you started.
I said no shade, and I also said
shade.
you're not crushing it, but I said it like. I said it with a wrist. I said it with a wrist inflection. So all you have to do here, close your eyes and imagine it's a sassy gay guy. Imagine it's Mateo Lane saying the same thing. Mateo, who's much funnier than me, by the way. No. But Mateo Lane, and no one would get offended. They go, yes, queen.
Yeah, because
slay.
Mateo, everybody would be looking at his abs.
They're intoxicating.
Of steel.
I can't
I'm
look away.
jealous. I'm frothing with jealousy every time I see
screensaver.
him. Every time I see him with that shirt off, I get froth with jealousy.
I mean, the sheer amount of
How does he
discipline that
do
man
it?
has, I don't know.
How does he do it?
And he's always cooking pasta. I'm like, pick a lane.
I know.
Either do pasta or be hot. Why are you a hot pasta man? That's
He's
infuriating.
a hot pasta guy.
I know. It's infuriating. Look.
God, he's sexy.
He eats carbs,
Oh
this
my
one.
God.
He makes the pasta that has no nutritional value, the one
Yeah.
that's like the cheese and the pepper. Cacio pepe, whatever.
Cacio pepe.
And it has no nutrition. It's
Yeah.
like no protein. It's all just like
Right.
fat and carbs. He makes that on his Instagram and eats it in front of people. And he looks like that.
That's disgusting.
Get the fuck away from me.
It's so aggravating
I know.
that blue collar people like me have to work so hard to be sexy. And Mateo is sitting by a pool somewhere. And that's he might not be doing that right now. That's what I see him doing.
Jesus
He's
fucking
just by a
Christ.
pool.
Look at
being awesome.
He's magnificent.
He's magnificent.
Yeah.
And it's like Mount Vesuvio in the background waiting to erupt.
I get it. It's feeling eruptive.
And I'm Italian also. And it's like you see another Italian doing it 50 times better. It's almost like I'm in the park with a suit and a backpack on.
And you're humiliated, aren't
I'm
you?
humiliated
And
because of your toxic TikToks.
I know.
And is that something that could be sold? A toxic TikTok
I really
page?
went there. It's people are on it by the tens of thousands,
Yeah.
by the millions, honestly. Hate watching the rest of my content. And then someone just stitched it on Instagram. So I'm getting a fresh wave.
Stitch is very big now. I've never heard of it before this podcast.
Everybody's got a reaction to make. So
Right.
someone stitches on Instagram and someone said to me, so the comments are the best though on Instagram. Like on Twitter, it's just unhinged. Because Twitter, I know I'm not Twitter. TikTok is a place for people who are not okay.
Yeah.
So whatever. But Instagram is like, I consider it my home base.
Right, but TikTok has it's TikTok, which would indicate a time bomb. Do you think that's ironic?
I think the bomb has gone off and it is not mentally well.
It is the bomb. It's not the bomb. It's the bomb.
It's the bomb.
It's the bomb.
That
It's
you've
not
been
the bomb.
waiting for.
Right.
It's not good. They are the most sensitive people on the face of the earth.
And they're young. Is that your main beef with them, which
No,
they don't eat?
So I don't have a beef. They have a beef.
Okay.
If anybody has a beef with me, I just want you to know it's
But you're not a punch.
100% one-sided because I do not care.
Karen, you're not a punching bag, though. You're not a punching bag. I know
I'm
you
not.
probably talk about this in therapy, as I do. You're not a punching bag. So
Thank you.
when people come at you with all this vitriol, how do you handle it?
If it's on TikTok, I don't read it or see it at all.
Yeah.
So I'm totally fine. And I also, by the way, leave comments open. So you can say whatever you want. I'm just not going to see it.
Right.
But I believe in free speech, So like, go nuts.
Run your mouth, girl.
Run your mouth, ho. But that's going to offend somebody. But on
No, there's
Instagram,
a lot of the people who watch know that they're hoes.
Hoes.
The people who watch my podcast know who they are.
Okay, backpack hose. What do you want? It's no shade.
Yeah, no shade. And bros before hoes. Unless the hoes get there first. Then it's hoes before bros.
Then it's hose first.
It's
all the
whoever
way.
gets there first. I believe in fairness.
It's first come, first hoed.
First come, first serve to hoes or bros.
Million.
I think we're trying to be clear in this podcast.
I think we have never been clearer.
Oh, God, we're coming at them so hard right
So they're so sorry right now. They're
now.
so
They are
embarrassed.
sorry that they
You guys-
downloaded us.
You'll be sorry that you ever watched this.
You're going to be so sorry that you downloaded. You're going to be regretting it, and you're going to have to upload it.
Dude, the comments are so good. I was afraid. I'll be honest with you. I was afraid to post on TikTok because TikTok intimidates me because
Yeah.
I don't have experience with it. And it's like, I came up with Instagram, not TikTok. So it's like the new thing.
Yeah.
And
New kids on the block.
yeah, it's a new kid on the
favorite band.
block. And then I, just assumed, I was like, I can just play with this because no one's ever going to see it.
Playful. That's how creatives
Yeah.
listen us right now with you. If you're driving a forklift or you're in the warehouse or you just take a break from your nursing assistant's job, creatives need to be playful on these platforms.
And that's all
Please
that it is.
get it.
But people have been mad creative. I mean, some of the comments are silly, but once in a while. So if you leave me a comment, I will click on your profile to see who's talking, and I will respond to you specifically, not just a comment, but I'll be like, so this one girl goes, and this is, by the way, this is all just in good fun. This doesn't matter. This isn't real.
Yeah.
So you're not hurting my feelings by
Yeah.
commenting. I just want to go nuts. I'm fine.
Okay, but can I say what my feelings are?
Yeah.
I read every comment and
Do
I'm
you?
invested in it emotionally.
Okay.
So if you hurt my feelings, I will respond publicly.
Well, I respond publicly on Instagram. And by the way, I have never appreciated a kind word more than now because
Yeah.
I see how
Yes.
how truly rare it
Yes.
is for someone to be like, I think you're great.
Right.
Like, so if anyone has said something nice to me, just know that it like actually touched my heart.
Right.
And if they say something mean, know that it didn't register at all.
Yeah.
But someone goes, there's just some random chick, okay? I'm not here trying to be mean. I'm just saying you came to me and you said something mean, so I'm gonna see what's up with you.
Yeah.
This random chick goes, she goes, you suck, you're not funny, and backpacks are cool. So I go, all right. Let me see who this girl is.
Find out her profile.
Yeah, so I clicked
Get some
it.
intel and reverse the investigation on her.
Well, all I said was, so I clicked her profile and it was just some regular chick. It's just her face. She was cute, but she's just your average girl,
Right.
okay? Just picture of her face. She had zero
Nothing
pictures.
to write home about.
And I didn't.
Sorry.
Yeah, and home's still not been written to. Guess what? So she goes, and under her thing, it said, you can like say what you are or whatever. So it said fashion model. I go, okay. She goes, you're not funny. I go, and you're not a fashion model. So that makes two of us.
That
babe.
was a burn.
And she deleted the comment.
Yeah, because she's not a fashion model.
No, she's
and you
not.
outed her as not a fashion model. You put her back into the fashion closet.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm a fashion model. Okay, yeah.
Me too. I'm a fashion model too.
Queen of England. Yeah, we're all fashion models. Anyway, I'm living for it. Someone made a thing about cats. I don't even know. This thing will not die. It keeps coming around.
Right.
And, I told my boyfriend, who's also a comic, and I was like, I did read comments for like a weekend. It like ruined my weekend.
Right.
This was when this first started going around, because I've never experienced anything like this ever.
Yeah.
I've never done anything anyone give a fuck about once in my life. So like publicly at all.
Right.
And I've tried. So I didn't know. And it was hurting my feeling.
Yeah, it does hurt you. It hurts you.
Well, I was getting notifications. I don't get them anymore. I turned them all off for social media. So I don't see anything, but I was getting them, and it was like comment. It was all nasty.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Yeah.
So, and I was so down. I was like, I feel so fucking misunderstood. Like I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. They're trying to hurt mine. Like that hurts me. And he was like, if it bothers you so much, just take it down. And I was like, you know what? Nah.
No, don't take it down.
I'm not taking it down. If somebody wants to get mad about backpacks, that is not on me.
Right. It's not on you.
That's not my responsibility.
Would you like to, do you think there's going to be a feature, and there's always these features with this technology where it's like they'll say something mean and you'll get a notification, and then you could send a drone to their home that watches them for a while
As
until they get freaked out and then eliminates them.
Do I think that'll be a feature?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's going to be like the blue check mark. You have to pay $8 a month for it, but probably, yeah.
$8 a month is a steal to get revenge on anybody who's commented negatively on a video.
A bespoke drone service? Consider me 100% in.
I would be 100%
take my money.
in also.
Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the correct gesture for take my money is this.
It's paper cutting strippers.
Yeah. And Shannon, feel free to turn that into a meme. Okay? Which is a word I learned.
Shannon just rolling her eyes and
recently.
vaping.
Shannon rolling her eyes and vaping.
My queen.
That's how I love it. Is it a strawberry vape today, Shannon? Is that one of Natalie's exclusive child vapes?
And the flavor is called Sunset.
Oh.
So whatever sunset tastes like.
So do you think that, Karen, with piggybacking off what Shannon just said, do you think the sun is setting on your career? With that
I want to say two things.
With that TikTok
I want to say two things.
Almost ruined, yet you've managed to flip it to work for you?
Ruined what? First of all, career is such a strong word for what I've been doing. Like, no, here's the thing. I'm a working comic. I'm this is just putting it out there, okay?
Yeah,
I know
we all have to put it out there, guys. We're being vulnerable with you, and when you attack us, it makes us not want to be vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm being.
Why don't you get it?
I'm asking. I'm being vulny, and I feel sensy, and people are attacking me.
I know, and it makes us creative types lock down.
I love that you
much
keep calling
like the
me a
packages
creative
that
type.
you guys make. Or whatever your manufacturing jobs that are going out and being shipped overseas. I'm sorry, but I'm not responsible for it.
Neither am I with my backpack TikTok.
You're not responsible for sending jobs overseas and causing all this vitriol. And you're not against women who are fashion models.
Honey. Oh, also, I wanted to say this, and I understand that people came at me and they were like, I'm a mom, and I did, okay, I want to make a caveat to the backpack video.
These moms really have a lot to say.
But you don't even know. But moms get a pass. If you're carrying a person in your arms or your belly, then you get a free pass to wear a silly ass backpack, because I understand your arms are at a premium, unlike the rest of us. I get that. I get that the arms are a hot commodity when you're carrying a child. You get a pass. They're like, somebody as teacher says, you hate teachers.
I was a former teacher. You're just going right into the belly of the beast.
So what do you think?
Eye contact with me when you say it. Go ahead, say what you say.
Okay, so tell me. Okay, so
say your TikTok.
I gotta say, you're a grown man. How old are you?
Grown ass man.
Grown ass man. How old are you?
I'm 50.
Okay, so as a 50-year-old man,
half a century.
That's a good amount of century.
It's a great amount of century.
That's actually like maybe a perfect amount, except for a whole century.
Except for the fact that I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom soon. We're gonna have to hold this podcast. Oh my God.
That is something I've been learning about the 50-something crowd, but it is what it is.
We're a crowd that needs to go to the bathroom.
Like constantly. And when y'all need to go, you need to go.
When we need to go, we need to go.
It does not wait.
I gotta make a number one.
PP does not wait for no 50-year-old.
Yeah. It doesn't.
It doesn't. What if I made a TikTok about this? I would be someone wrote to me.
Shading our bathroom uses?
No shade, 50-year-olds. Someone wrote to me, how does it feel? By the way, like Donald Trump is still alive and stuff. They go, how do you feel to be the most hated person on the internet right now?
And how did it feel?
And not good. I go, me? But I go, once in a while, someone, so my new thing now.
Yeah.
Now it's fun. At first it did hurt my feelings, and now it's just kind of fun on Instagram because I just feel like it's a flex that you even found me in the first place. You had to type my name in to the app and then find me. And now my new thing is somebody writes something that's too long. So people be writing paragraphs. I just go, too long.
Too long?
Yeah, that's it. I just go, this is what's too long.
Yeah.
That's it. Shorten it up. I'll read it later.
Do you, through your adversity, and that's what this is.
It has
and
been.
adversity doesn't age or become new. You can repackage it in different forms.
It's ageless.
In this situation, it's a mean TikTok comments, a series of a lot of
tens of thousands Mike.
Of TikTok comments coming at you in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah.
Even spilling over to other platforms, which is especially hurtful. Do you take solace in the fact that... I think it's fun. Do you take solace in the fact that Wonder Woman is Israeli?
Yeah. I think about it every night.
And then the comments are coming at you like bullets.
Night, yes.
And you're taking your wrist and going...
Yeah, my wristlets. Yeah, my power wrist. First of all, I do take comfort in that fact.
Yeah.
Sort of unrelated to the backpack thing.
You're kind of like a Wonder Woman on TikTok.
Well, I'm Israeli.
Yes.
You knew that?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
and it's the same as the Wonder Woman who is Israeli.
I think people are not understanding. Like, take comedian out of your bio. But here's what people are not
understanding.
You
will not take comedian out of your bio.
Well, it's what I do professionally. But also...
It's what we do, dog.
I want people to understand that, like, this is so embarrassing for you. I'm like, okay, you have no idea how many times I've been publicly humiliated doing stand-up comedy. This is not hurting me. You being like, you're not funny and blah, 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 blah. Try for 1 second. To try for 1 second to make people laugh in front of a group of 100 people.
We perform in bars.
That fucking hate you. That's embarrassing. TikTok is not embarrassing,
TikTok is not embarrassing. I did a show in the back of a bar where they wouldn't shut the TV off. And a guy they were watching the sports and I was bombing and a man changed his baby in front of me. Changed his baby and he said, "You're doing good, bro." Oh no. Yes. 2 years into comedy. 2 years into comedy, a man changed his baby in a table in front of me. That's embarrassing.
In Florida once, somebody got so mad at one of my jokes that he had to be escorted by he screamed at me and then he had to be escorted out by security. And because he got mad because I told a joke about anal sex and pegging. I know we were supposed to talk about that and the conversation got derailed.
Yeah.
But I made a joke about anal and he got really mad. He was like, "We don't fucking do that down here." I go, first of all, I'm pretty sure that's literally all you guys do.
Yes.
This is the anal capital of America.
It's Florida.
And I was like,
welcome to Florida.
But it threw me because I was like, and you get through it. I was like, that guy needs a dick in the ass, whatever. But like, it's crazy when people shout things out to you in a public place and everybody has to hear it. TikTok ain't that. TikTok is like this little tiny niche.
A woman got mad at me this weekend and I put it on my Instagram stories. It's not still up there. I'm thinking of what to do with it because it's all content. But somebody taped it on their phone and they weren't supposed to have their phones out, but this person was a fan. And
Wait, taped you?
A hero and taped me. It was at the Late Show Saturday and this girl was inebriated and I don't know what she was on, fentanyl, Molly, what's the new one that
new one
doing? Yeah, I just read it in the paper this morning.
It's not fentanyl.
Trank.
Oh yeah.
She was tranked up maybe.
Was this in Kensington, Philadelphia?
No, it wasn't. It was in Tempe. And she
same.
She had her head down on the table and her boyfriend was instigating also, but then she picked her head up after my electric chair chunk, which is doing real good, by the way. I'm coming along pretty well. And she said, "You're talking about people dying, okay? People are dying."
That's true, though.
The electric chair people are dying.
That's the idea.
They're dying.
Yeah.
And then she was escorted out after a brief interaction.
Right.
I said, "I wouldn't want you to go to the electric chair. You seem more like a lethal injection type."
Hey.
Slam.
sick
I slammed
burn.
her on the way out.
You burned her savagely.
I burned her savagely.
What do you want?
But then I chalked it up to the heat stroke. I said, Miss,
For
you
who,
probably
her?
have heat stroke.
Yeah, I'm chalking
because it
this
was
up to-
115 down there, and I took the climate and I flipped it and I used it against her.
I think that's brilliant. I'm chalking this up to medical strokes.
What's that mean?
Yeah, it just means that people's brains aren't functioning properly.
They're not functioning
Someone-
because of the blood going to their back.
I don't know the science. I didn't become a doctor.
But the backpack, let's use our
Oh,
own
yeah,
skills because they're on the backpack and the blood is flowing to their back and
So
their
you
shoulders
have
and from their head.
Extremely important arteries going through your backpack area.
You need
And you
blood in your
can't
extremities if you're going to be
compress it.
carrying a backpack. So it takes blood from your brain.
Think about it, stupid.
Think about it, stupid.
Did you use your head or did you use your back to think? Are you thinking with your back today?
Do you think that Head and Shoulders would
Sponsor me.
Maybe yes, they would sponsor you. Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders. That's what this is about.
Right.
God, we're making money.
I wish.
These are some good ideas.
I don't know how to monetize things.
I don't know how to monetize stuff either, but I have a lot of good ideas.
Can we talk to someone who knows business?
Oh my God. Maybe go back to NYU and instead of law school, we go one house over to the business school.
Okay.
And we start pitching ideas.
They don't know anything.
They probably don't.
They are 19.
Can I give us a new name?
I'd love it.
We're guerrilla entrepreneurs.
Ooh, gorilla like the animal or gorilla
No.
like underground?
Underground.
Nice.
Guerrilla
I would have gone with either
entrepreneurs.
one. I would have just been like, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the gym, I just being vulnerable, piggybacking off of what you're doing.
Picking back off of my vulnerability.
I'm piggybacking off of what you're doing. And I
I'm
wanna
also
say,
vulnerable.
Can you say to a Jewish person piggybacking as long as there's not any cheese
Well,
involved in the comment?
we prefer beef or
Piggybacking.
chicken backing, but
Okay.
like it doesn't matter.
Piggybacking off on what you said.
Thank you.
Okay. The gorilla thing. When I'm in the gym sometimes,
Not to brag.
Not to brag. When I'm in the gym,
This is triggering people with no arms. You're
They better not.
ableist. You're classist.
we could put the...
You're armist.
I'm
yeah.
I'm an armist.
It's true. Mike, some people have no arms.
I'm double armed.
Do you ever think about that? You're not sensitive.
Arm and hammer. That's what I call my fists. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, it's good. That's
yeah.
a good one.
No,
yeah.
that was good. We could put a picture of Mateo up again if you guys aren't satisfied with that.
You guys.
God.
Well, you don't think they're happy with your muscles? Oh shit! Never mind. Yeah, that's a good picture.
God, he's sexy.
God, he's hot.
And he's shredded too, and his arms are jacked. His shoulders popping out.
I don't understand how
God.
you have no body fat and you eat pasta like that. Make it make sense to me, Mateo.
Make it make sense.
He's
People
so
with
funny.
these genetics.
Oh, he fucking kills me with that.
He's a great person
And he's
too. I
nice.
actually love him as a person.
Me too. I'm gonna throw up.
I wish he was vapid and mean. But
wish
he's
he were a
not. He's
mean
a
cunt.
genuine, loving guy.
He's a
with
sweetheart.
a great body.
He's always been so nice to me.
and
And
abs of steel.
just funny in conversation too. He's fucking great.
I hate it.
I
It's
know.
not fair.
Hate him so much.
Anyway, I'm in the gym and between sets, I just say to myself, "I'm a gorilla.
No, you don't.
I'm a gorilla.
Is that
I am a
true?
gorilla." I say it out loud. I'm a gorilla. I'm a gorilla. And I was working out.
I appreciate your vulnerability.
I was working out with Katie.
Nice.
And she was getting done with this. I was trying to show her, the machines and stuff. And we were doing a set. I was spotting her, and we never worked out together. So at the end of the set, I go, "You're a gorilla. I'm a gorilla. We're gorillas. We're gorillas, baby."
Girls don't
and
like that.
She said, "I do not want to be a gorilla." I go, "Listen, you kind of have to be a gorilla right now."
Thank you.
She goes, "I do not want to be a gorilla."
That's also fair.
She wants to be like a seal or a squirrel or something cute, a doe. And I'm like, that's not helping us in the workout.
But they're not
We have to be
strong.
gorillas.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to have a thing with strength. I'll say this for Katie, though.
Yeah. She is very strong.
She seems it inside and outside
Yeah.
and beautiful girl.
Yeah.
And I will say this, wildlife is very strong.
Wildlife.
Yes.
Yeah.
You would be probably surprised at the bite force of a seal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't think about it that deeply. I was just on this.
Not to bring my lawyer knowledge onto this podcast.
Okay.
Sorry. Sometimes
my
you just kind of
God.
can't help what you are.
Yeah.
You know?
Almost law school.
Almost law school.
I think we just named the episode.
Never a backpack.
Either granola, granola,
I love it.
granola entrepreneur, gorilla entrepreneurs, or what kind of law school?
Guerrilla law school.
No, gorilla. It's
Almost.
gorilla entrepreneurs or almost law school. Yes,
God for Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon. God, my small brain couldn't figure that one out.
My tiny brain didn't think of all the many reasons that people would get mad about backpacks.
Would it offend you if we read some of the comments?
It wouldn't offend me. I would only feel safe doing it with you.
Okay.
Because I don't really do that.
And then we could look up their profiles and what's that called when you go after them?
Attack.
No, it's attack is the word attack is a word I know.
Oh,
dox
the Gen
them.
Z clap back. Somebody
What's dox them?
Okay,
mean?
somebody tried to dox
them
me.
means you find their house
And
do something to their car, cut their brake lines.
No, that's swatting.
Oh.
Doxing means that you find their address and personal information, you put it online, which, by the way, someone tried to do to me.
Someone doxed you?
They tried.
Over a backpack comment with a suit?
I'm telling you, people are not doing okay. When people are like, I wear a backpack and I'm doing well, I go, it sounds like you're not. Because you found me to say that.
Yeah, and you found me and you doxed me, but you don't know I live in New York and I move every 2 months. Hey!
Bitch, my life is unstable. I have no permanence in my life.
Yeah, raising the rent every 2 months, no rent stabilization, bed bugs. I gotta move again.
Moving back to my parents' house. Meow, 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 meow. Joke's on you, motherfucker.
Joke's on you.
Someone was like, here's the thing. Someone wrote a whole paragraph about me.
That paragraph is long for our fans.
No kidding. And that for all of us. And then, they got stuff like, I would say 40% right, but not all the way right. But they did get a bunch of stuff. They were like, it took her too long to graduate from NYU. It took her so many years. It took me an extra semester. So they're kind of, I'm like, where are you even finding this? They go, her parents live in a house in Philadelphia. I go, how the fuck did you know that?
Yeah.
They go, but it's a shitty small house. It's not a shitty small house. It's a decent house.
Right.
But I'm just like, how would you know all of that? What a deep dive you would have to have done.
Yeah.
And they're leaving these comments like, it's going to hurt my feelings. I go, honey, I'm beyond flattered that you went to this much effort.
Right.
To attack me.
Maybe buy a ticket.
I don't feel attacked.
Buy a ticket to one of my shows.
Oh, that's my other little. People are, you're not
really
funny.
Get back at me.
I go, you're welcome to one of my shows. DM me and I'll put you on the list.
And buy my merch, which is a backpack.
Mikey, I need help me make merch.
It's a backpack merch for you. It's backpack.
It has to be backpacks,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. And then,
what does it say?
Keep 50 feet away if you know what's good for you. Oh,
it should
snap.
say, I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
Or no shade. It's just one of my iconic phrases
Get
by
back.
now. I'm an icon.
Yeah.
Fucking kill me.
I love what we just did here.
Is this not the most fun? This is the first time
fun
I've talked about this publicly, except for my own podcast that no one has really watched.
But we're going to plug it right now.
I would love that.
Okay.
It's called The Audacity, and you can find it on YouTube and all the podcast platforms, and you can say whatever you want. I do delete negative comments off of YouTube. I find them to be a little bit too much, but you can leave them. I'd be happy. I'll read them.
And I will block you, queen.
And I will block you, queen. I don't block anybody on TikTok. I just feel like TikTok is just a free-for-all of the mentally unstable.
Right.
But I do block on Instagram. If people are too mean, somebody left my fucking phone number in public, and I
don't even have that.
I guess you don't. We should fix that.
I think I do.
You might though. But then, and I got a text. Someone texted me. I woke up to this, by the way. I wake up.
That's
it's like
a
the
good
weekend.
thing first thing in the morning to wake up to.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. It kind of is because it means it hasn't been on for a whole day. Somebody just did it in the middle of the night, right? So like nobody's really seen it. So I wake up to a text from an unknown number and it says, "Hey, is this backpack girl from TikTok?" I go, what am I supposed to say to that?
You just text a picture of a backpack.
Yes, abuse me. It was so I looked
backpack girl.
I should. What a missed opportunity, right?
Yes, you're backpack girl now.
That's fine. Somebody made an account called Backpack Keren on TikTok, and it has it's like a video of a cat that has hundreds of views.
A cat is doing better than me?
A cat's doing better than me.
You should have a backpack in a park with a camera guy, and then you should be confronting people about their dogs without leashes.
What?
Yes. Do Karen type stuff. Yes.
You're right.
You should be doing Karen stuff in a park with a backpack, confronting people. Get off the grass. You should exclaim. You know?
Should scream. I'll
scream at them. I mean, really lose it.
I don't think
Throw
you're
your
wrong.
coffee at someone.
I think you're so on point, Mike.
Yes.
Oh my God, what was I going to say to you?
Oh, backpack. Oh, no.
Oh, how cute. Love you, especially beautiful kitty. Me too. I should comment on that because I love it. I think this is sweet.
Oh, I thought this was a real estate video.
I thought this was going to be about something. I thought this was going to be about
this
something.
cat lives better than I do.
The cat was only in it for a second.
We're sorry, Shannon.
Bring the cat back. Oh, this is really long too.
It's a long one.
There it goes.
Yay!
Licking himself.
I love it. Thank you, Backpack Karen person.
Backpack Karen.
That was great.
That was awesome. Do you feel flattered?
Oh, you have no idea. Nothing like this has ever happened.
Yeah.
So anyway,
a
now
cat licking himself at the end of that video was really the high point for most of our fans.
watching that cat lick his asshole made my day. I could watch it on a loop over and over.
Yeah.
And that guy got thousands of views or whatever it is. I listen, I'm just so honored to be part of this bizarre internet world that we live in. Like, I feel like I'm a citizen of the world now.
Well, what we do, you came to the perfect podcast to shed some light on this, because what we do is we take adversity and we spin it into victory. I said it at the beginning of the podcast. I'll say it again. We do it in our lives, and this is the perfect podcast. So,
right?
Sorry, that's Omicron. We take negativity, we take it, and we spin it into positivity.
As
Adversity
we
is
should.
our friends. It helps us to get better. So all of your haters,
suck my dick.
Okay, that too. But they're making you better.
Yeah, they
Keren.
are.
Yeah, they're making you a more effective Keren.
Yeah, and you know what? I told I was like all upset for like a weekend.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend was like, stop reading comments. Don't deal with this. It's not going to affect you if you don't do it. And he goes, but start doing this as a joke on stage. I go, all right.
You should do it as a joke. And how do you get to cheer yourself up? Somebody athletic like yourself is probably cartwheels. Can you stay mad during a cartwheel? I don't think you can.
It's not possible. That's the science. I didn't make it up.
Yeah.
But
I don't think you can stay mad during. I challenge you guys to do a cartwheel and stay angry. The next time you get upset about something, which is our fans fly off the handle a lot. So if the next time you get upset about something, it's probably, oh, this podcast isn't long enough. Oh, it's too long. Before you get upset, do a cartwheel and tell me that doesn't change the game from the inside out.
I think that's kind of maybe one of the smartest things I've heard all day.
We've dropped a lot of gold on our fans here. A lot of the low-income whites are reeling.
Well, I want to say low-income whites, if you're mad at me about the backpack thing, instead of just like being mean, which is not that interesting and not that fun for anybody, and it's the not getting me like that.
Yeah.
If you DM me, I will put you on accomplice to one of my shows, and then you tell me in person if you think I'm funny or not. Don't worry about the TikTok. Come to a show. You are welcome as my guest. I would love to have you. I'll buy you a drink. Come hang out. By the way, the joke, even when I said it the first time and it wasn't good and I was working it out, it works 100% of the time.
100% of the time.
Because it's a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you guys get off your shift at Walmart, you contact Keren and find out when her shows are, and then hit her up.
Put one strap on, then the other.
Yeah.
Head right over to the stand.
Yeah. Strap on.
Strap it on.
Okay. Strap it on. All right. Now listen, we're going to go to plugs right now because we have to get you this information. Guys, you know me. I'm your boy. Most underrated podcast in the game. Comic Mike V. All social media platforms. I got dates coming up. I'm going to be in Baltimore. Coming up August 11th and 12th. Shannon, can we bring the dates up?
Absolutely.
I think it's August 11th and 12th. I'll be at the Port in Baltimore. Yes, August 11th and 12th. The Frey Brewing Company is already sold out.
Damn.
So August 11th and 12th, the Port Comedy Club in Baltimore. And then I'll be in Indianapolis with Katie Hannigan, August 17th through 19th. Get tickets there. And then I'll be on the West Coast in San Diego at the American Comedy Company, August 31st and September 1st and 2nd.
Mikey, I'm so proud of you. You're killing it.
We're doing good.
You're amazing.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for Katie.
So come out to these shows, guys. It doesn't work without you. So please continue to watch the YouTube premiere every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And come to a show at Comic Mike V. Please watch the special, The Attractives, available on YouTube. The numbers are high. I appreciate you guys. And when I'm in your town, which is Baltimore, Indianapolis, and then San Diego coming up, the next 3 coming up, MikeVecchione.com for dates. Please come out to a show. Keren, what do you got?
I'm going to say just a couple things. So I will be in LA this week, and I'll be doing my first spot ever at the Comedy Store on Thursday, August 3rd.
Awesome.
I'm so excited.
Awesome.
And Amanda and I have our Audacity show at the Stand in Union Square, August 17th. Lineup TBD, but they're always really sick.
Yeah.
At 7 p.m. So if you go on their
Sweet.
website to shows, find the Audacity on August 17th, get tickets. Use code Audacity for $5 off. The tickets are really cheap. And then come say hi, and I'd love to hang out.
The Audacity.
Get it? Because we are audacious.
Audacious.
How dare you talk about backpacks?
Yeah, that's a big word for our fans.
Fuck
audacious.
you. Audacity. Now you know.
Now you know.
Don't
if
get
you
it
don't
wrong.
know, now you know. Shannon,
You can follow me on Instagram at Shannon Lee 6982 and listen to my podcast, The Thing Is Ding. We talk about bad dates, fighting, and ghosts. Wherever you listen to Mike Vecchione Investigates, you can also watch it live for free every single Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern at gasdigital.com/live. That's absolutely free. The best way to support the show is to go to gasdigital.com. And just for the month of August, you can use promo code MVI30, MVI30, and you'll get an entire month for free. You can listen to every single episode of Mike Vecchione Investigates, as well as every episode of every show on the Gas Digital Network. If you listen, though, on iTunes or YouTube, make sure to rate, review, leave a comment, tell a friend, subscribe. Every little bit of interaction helps the show to grow. Go to merchengine.com for t-shirts, hoodies, and mugs. And send your questions, comments, or video investigations into MikeVecchioneInvestigates@gmail.com.
We appreciate you guys. We love you. We talk down to you, but we do it because we love you. And we're the only podcast who champions low-income whites. And that goes for our Black, Hispanic, and Asian friends, too. You're actually, if you're watching this, you are a low-income white inside, okay? And you're just living your life as another kind of ethnic. But inside, in your heart, you're a low-income white.
And on the outside, you do have a backpack on. And I'm here for it, by the way. I just said it looks silly. Live your best life.
Do you think people, have you learned from this, if we can sum this up,
okay,
they have all of their, they're wearing a backpack, but they have a lot of emotional baggage in that backpack. That's why they're responding with such vitriol.
Mike, I couldn't
It's a parallel. The physical and the mental are a parallel.
You know what it is?
And you learned that in philosophy, right?
Yes.
Is that Kant?
That's basically Kant.
Kant.
We could say Kant. The educated say Kant, but yeah, that's what
in
it
philosophy. Did you get mad at somebody who was arguing? You're being a Kant right now.
You're being a huge fucking Kant.
Kant, he was a philosopher. We're just having fun with the name.
We're just enjoying ourselves.
We're just enjoying ourselves and having a little lighthearted fun on this podcast.
But no, you fucking nailed it. It's not about the backpack, is it? It's about the emotional backpack.
The emotional backpack.
I know,
which
and you
mimics.
which you do not have to carry.
You don't have to carry it.
It is a choice.
It's a choice,
and it's not a flattering choice on an adult.
Not a flattering choice on somebody with a suit.
Get a messenger bag, my loves. Or don't. Live your best life. Come to a show.
Yeah, and send it Amazon or something.
Yeah,
and by the way, carry it around. Send it.
Don't you have a drone that can carry your things for you?
A drone.
People are like, she thinks she's privileged. She's the 1%. I go, do you not notice that I'm walking through the sweltering streets of New York with a bag over my shoulder, carrying the entire day's worth of stuff? I'm not the 1%.
Right, a bag.
I'm not in my private helicopter talking about your fucking backpack.
Yeah, but at least it's not a backpack.
At least it's not a bag.
Sorry,
I just had to say
Sorry, fashion models out there of the world.
Sorry, fashion model. You're not funny.
Models right now.
Do you want to look at some of the ridiculous comments, or you don't want to? They're so silly.
We can. They are so silly. I only feel safe doing it with you. I never do this on my own.
Do you hear that, fans? People feel safe with me.
That's
Keren
true.
feels safe with me.
Yeah, and I don't feel safe with y'all commenters. I don't.
She doesn't feel safe with you guys, but she feels safe with Big Brother Mike V.
That's right, my big bro.
Yeah.
People have been really mad, and they also have discussions going in the comments about how mad they are.
Okay,
It's been unreal. What bag are you using to carry that audacity? It has.
Okay, that was actually a good one.
That I know it is. It has.
What bag do you use to carry all that
Mike,
audacity?
it has 143,000 likes on the comment.
Yeah.
The video itself has like
143,000 likes.
If you're worried about whether other people carry the belongings in, then you're definitely not crushing it. Wasn't worried about it. Just said a thing.
Yeah, just said a thing. She wasn't worried about it. Let's respond.
Not concerned. Okay. Are you okay? Because I think maybe you need better friends to say things like this too, who will ask you why you care. Why do you care?
Why do you care? Because Keren actually doesn't care. She was kind of just saying a thing.
I actually just said a thing loud and wrong. Well, I mean, that's half true. Let's just say 50% correct.
How about freedom of speech? You ever heard that? Or
heard that?
Do you not carry the Constitution around in your backpack?
Shit, what are you carrying in there? Just loser stuff? Come to Silicon Valley where engineers make and wear backpacks. Yeah, and they look like fucking nerds.
Yeah, engineers are nerds.
Can I just say one real quick that is so silly? So the first one at the top, it says, to me, nothing says crushing it like worrying about what other people are doing, says the person worrying about what somebody else is doing on TikTok.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
mic drop.
22,000
Drop
likes.
the mic, Shannon. Trying to do that.
Oh
I know.
God.
Look at the sheer volume.
I know.
So yeah, I see a Gucci purse and think they're crushing it and totally not a poser. I do think that. Is that wrong?
I need time to register this comment. We're moving fast here in my slow brain. Yeah, I see a Gucci person think they're crushing it and totally not a poser. So he's saying they are a poser?
No, he's being sarcastic. He's saying like, I don't really think that they're not crushing it, not a poser, but
they are crushing it.
But that's actually not true. They are crushing it.
I don't even understand the comments sometimes, so that's where I'm at.
This was all shade, though.
That was all shade, though.
It wasn't.
But you said no shade.
I said it wasn't.
God,
I said it wasn't.
No, they don't listen. The comment section did not disappoint.
It didn't. That's a fact. Oof, getting my master's degree and carrying my books in a backpack. Oh, no. Yeah, well, you look silly.
Yeah.
You look goofy. That's all I said.
You look like a goofball.
I said you look like a master's degree goofball. No one is trying to crush it. We're just trying to survive. Me too, babe. What do you think this TikTok was?
How about we're trying to survive also, and we're doing it.
And we're thriving. Wearing a backpack evenly. Oh, I love the medical arguments. Distributes weight evenly on both shoulders. By the way, you know an article was written about this and they quoted a doctor.
Oh my God. I hope that doctor was a chiropractor, which is not a real doctor.
More symmetrical and proportional. I feel like that's an attack because they know I have maybe scoliosis.
You have scoliosis?
And I'm not symmetrical.
You're not symmetrical.
No.
Wearing a backpack distributes weight evenly on both shoulders, so they're going to be more symmetrical and proportional. Wouldn't it be something if a backpack, you wearing it after all of these comments and your video, cured your scoliosis?
Well,
medical history?
It'd be crazy.
TikTok medical history, Karen? Look at me and tell me that's not genius.
Let's fucking go viral with that shit.
Let's go viral right now.
Well, you know what? I have backpack PTSD because when I was growing up, I had bad scoliosis and I had to wear a back brace, like a big fucking, like, you can't miss it back brace, and I was really skinny.
So hot.
Yeah, everybody looked at me and came almost immediately.
Oh.
And I wore this back, and so because I couldn't bend over and I had to like not put stress on my back, I had all these books and stuff. I had to. This is one of the most humiliating things that's ever happened to me. Had to get and use a rolling backpack in middle school and high school.
It looked like you were late for a flight every time you go to class.
I looked like someone's co-pilot. Like, it was just so...
Oh, my
It was
God.
awful. So I have a thing with backpacks where I just feel like they are just so losery and awful. For me, I think that for me,
it's a personal choice.
I feel like I'm not crushing it if I have a backpack on. I feel like I just got out of 3rd grade, but you do you know?
People crush it in a lot of different ways. And you guys need to understand that. You don't really get how we're crushing it.
No, they're not even trying to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not even trying to be understood.
Yes.
Did you see the hundreds of thousands of people?
Hundreds of thousands.
That liked and commented something bizarre?
Right.
On a backpack video?
And there's a lot of backpack. And what do they have in there? Because it makes me curious. It's like I hate to be TSA minded right now. But do you have something in there that I should be investigating?
Yeah.
Because it just feels like you're trying to smuggle something.
You know what, Mike? See something, fucking say something.
See something, say something.
And guess
what?
It
might not even be a weapon. It might be something like beef jerky, which kills you from the inside out because of all the preservatives.
I saw something and I said something.
Yes.
I said something as a proud American. Yeah. I said, what the fuck's in that fucking backpack?
And now people are going after your family.
Call the police. Next time I see a backpack, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to say, what's in there? And why is an adult wearing it?
Yeah. Are you going to do swatting where it's like get their information and then call the SWAT team to their house?
Someone's probably going to do that to me.
That's swatting. I learned that.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's awful.
God, that's awful. That's a misuse of force under almost law degree.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's a misuse of force?
I'd say clearly. I'd say without a degree.
You have to call the cops on them. Isn't that ironic that if you did swatting or called the cops on a SWAT team to some location and it was a false call, that then the cops would have to come and arrest you?
They would.
A real SWAT team would come to your house then.
Yeah, once they figured out, no, but they'd have to SWAT and they'd have to kind of reroute the SWAT to be like, oh, where we swatted wrong. This she needs to be punished.
2 stops.
Yeah.
Like Uber.
Yeah. Change spot. Yeah, and then they just charge you more.
Yes.
Yeah. They go, is this fair? Okay, and you go to double SWAT. Yeah, charge me whatever the fuck you want.
This fair is not okay. Not fair. Okay. Stick the landing on that. That was
perfect.
One. We had to stick the landing. You have to stare them down sometimes so they don't get it. It doesn't register.
Not everything has to make sense, guys.
Yes, it doesn't. Some things are just fun and light.
Some things are nonsense. Yeah. Imagine watching something and not online, anything. Name one thing, anything, and not thinking it's nonsense. It's just you go, oh, this is online nonsense.
God. Well, I'm going to really, I already watched your video, but I'm going to start looking into your other videos and really watching and then really commenting.
Hates them. They're all jokes, by the way, from a comedy podcast, and people are like, how could you say this?
Yeah.
One of them is that like babies are useless, because they are. They don't do anything productive like at all. And,
Hello,
and that
crying.
Was a joke. And not only are they useless,
Yeah.
they're a parasite.
Yeah.
And people comment, they go, "Did you know? How could you say this? Did you know that
Right.
you were a baby?"
Did you know that though?
Well, so it occurred to me when I read that comment.
You were a small baby at one time, but you weren't self-aware as a baby. And now that you're all high and mighty on your high horse, you're going to insult the baby. I'm being the devil's advocate.
No,
here. You're going to
advocating
insult
for
the babies
devil.
now. I have to take their side. You're insulting
it.
the babies now. Useless parasites.
They go,
what's wrong with you?
They agree. They go, "Do you even know how babies work?"
You're never going to get booked on Sesame Street.
All right.
Ever.
Well, then my favorite part is people trying to find ways to cancel me. I'm uncancelable.
Kicked out of the Lego Village?
I should go just to get
you
kicked
should
out.
be out there. You should be out.
People are trying so hard. They're like, "She's not successful,
Yeah.
and she should be fired." From what? Fire
Yeah.
me from what? I'm uncancelable.
You're uncancelable.
That's true. And
That's
people
hard
are trying.
to say. Harder to spell for our fans.
Someone wrote an article, and it was like comedian makes joke about backpacks, gets slammed online, and they quoted a medical doctor that talked about the medical benefits of wearing a backpack, of which there are apparently many. I didn't say it wasn't medically helpful for some people. I just said it looks silly.
Do you think if it's an Italian guy with a backpack, do you try to guess what's in his backpack, like a tracksuit?
I assume it's salamis and an AK-47. I don't know. What do Italian people like?
We like to slam ourselves on these.
Yes,
oh my
Claire.
God! There's the article, Shannon.
Sparks massive debate.
What are in these backpacks?
Shut the fuck up,
TSA. Are we all TSA now? We all need to find out what's in these backpacks.
Well, this
because
is what I learned.
People are wearing them with impunity.
They're impugning.
Yeah. The New York City-based content creator and comedian Keren Margolis recently slammed adults wearing backpacks in her TikTok video, and this article is in retribution.
I'm going to say this. It's actually kind of a fair and balanced article. Also, that's kind of
Yeah.
like a pretty shot. I think I look good in this video.
That is a great shot.
But
there's also an article next to you where a cat is eating a cactus. Trending.
Here's the thing. What are you going to say? What are you going to say?
What are you going to say?
She's evil. She's racist. She doesn't look. None of those things are true.
None of those things are
First
true.
of all, I would only ever post a TikTok where I look good. So if you tell me I don't look hot, I know that's not true. There's a lot of drafts of that where I don't look hot and I didn't post them. So I know that's not true.
Right.
Yeah, you're not going to hurt my feelings.
Yeah, it's because, do you think it's because the girls are posting that because their men are getting turned on by the thumbnail of the video?
I think that someone played the backpack video for their boyfriend and they came immediately. And
now
that was probably upsetting.
These girls are haters because they're not real fashion models, even though they say they are.
That's true.
And their man is trying to slip into your, what's the TikTok DMs?
Slide into my DM. I
DMs.
don't know.
They're trying to
I don't
slide.
know.
They're trying to get your number and slide into your texts.
Well, my number's apparently online, so it's not that hard to find. Apparently. Fair game.
Turn it into a helpline for people who have backpacks.
Well, you know what my favorite is?
Sorry.
Some people will come at you all crazy, and then when you come back at them, they think it's funny, and then you become friends. It's like
that's having a fight and then going to a bar and having a drink afterwards.
That's my favorite. Someone told me to go fuck myself or whatever, and I was gonna go, "You were so fucking triggered." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm furious," with all these emojis. And I just thought it was funny, so I responded with like a laughing emoji and a heart, and then he responded with a heart. Now we're friends. I love those people.
What is that? But is that hitting on? Is he hitting on you then?
Probably
something like that.
I mean,
yes.
let's just do the math on that.
Let's do the math.
Let's let the math for itself.
Yeah. Mathing.
Yeah. The math is mathing, honestly.
Mathing right now.
Yeah.
We're fractioning.
Yeah. So I haven't responded to this at all. I just feel like this is all, everything happens on God's timeline, not on yours. And I don't believe in urgency.
Christian God? Or
Jewish God.
Jewish God.
But whatever, God is God.
All right.
I just believe that, urgency is not real. Like
urgency is the mother of necessity?
No.
Okay.
But urgency is not real. So when
Okay.
you feel like a sense of urgency, like I have to do this right now, that's a lie. That's an insecurity. That's a vulnerability. You should sit with that. Because
what if you're
urgency is
50
not
and
real.
you have an enlarged prostate and it's leaning into your bladder? What about urgency in that case? Because now you're speaking my language.
Urgently handle it. Yeah, that's important.
Guys,
that's important.
This has been a succinct, fast, high-powered podcast. This
flew, Mikey.
flew by. It was unbelievable to have you here.
This was so much
a
fun.
tornado of information,
Thank
and
you
we
for-
really just spin-kicked the fans
Well, you
with
helped me
entertainment.
process a lot of what's been going on for the last, Mikey, like 2 months
Yeah.
of backpack.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
sharing it with us.
It was fun.
For Shannon, for Keren Margolis, I'm Mike Vecchione. We will see you guys next week. Guys, thank you for listening to Mike Vecchione Investigates. And if you go to gasdigitalnetwork.com and use promo code MBI, you will get 1 week free. That's gasdigitalnetwork.com, promo code MBI, you will get 1 week free. Thank you again for listening to Mike Vecchione Investigates on the Gas Digital Network.